Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna read a chapter of my new book, Annika and the Treasure of Iceland. Hope you enjoy it. In many places the ground was dirty and muddy. Annika absolutely needed reasonable footwear. She decided to obtain new shoes immediately. She wanted sturdy shoes that were suitable for walking, and Annika imagined the perfect pair. Black ones would be best, shiny leather, and super comfortable. And the shoes should also smell good, please. Once Annika had bought boots made of plastic, it was simply impossible to get rid of the chemical smell. She was unable to wear these boots at all. She had tried to alleviate the stench in the fresh air, but to no avail. Eventually they ended up in the bin. She had also not dared to claim a refund for unused, not usable boots. Good thing they had not been very expensive. Well, they were pretty. Anyway, she knew now that she had to be completely sure that she really found the right shoes. Did she not see a shoe shop in the town the day before? She showed the broken shoes to Ragnar. Well, go and buy new ones quickly, was his terse reaction, and he drove Annika to the said shoe shop later. Ragnar's reaction to the cat was fiercer. Annika, what are we supposed to do with a cat? We are on a treasure hunt. Surely it has an owner somewhere here. But Annika insisted the cat had to come along. Just in case, Ragnar went to the harbor building again and asked whether anyone missed the cat. A worker said the stray had appeared a while ago. Perhaps off of the boat from Denmark. Nobody knows what kind of stuff comes from there, really. The residents from neighboring houses assured him that they did not have a cat. Allegedly, no cat was missing in town, and it was a long way to go to the next place. Annika sat in her seat and stroked the cat. Her hands went gently through its soft fur. Annika found that relaxing. The cat obviously enjoyed it as well. It needs a name, Ragnar reckoned. Felix. That is a proper cat's name, Annika confirmed. Besides, he's a male cat. Yes. Haha, both laughed. Then Annika had to go to the store. She had decided to do so on her own and to pick nice shoes. Ragnar could look after the tomcat in the meantime. Felix, the lucky one. Annika opened the door of the store tentatively. Her heart pounded. Okay, take a deep breath, she thought. She sharply pulled the air in through her nose and out again through her mouth, and the out-breath took a little longer. And go, she entered. There was no one to be seen. There were shoes everywhere. There was a shelf with trainers there, and one with elegant shoes for gentlemen. Most of them were dark black or brown. She noticed colorful children's shoes, and around the corner there were shoes for ladies. The air smelled of leather and vanilla. Apparently someone had tried to create a pleasant atmosphere for shopping, using air fresheners. Soft music played in the background. There was no singing, she only heard a guitar. Annika remembered the tune, but she could not think of what it was. Annika looked around and went to a shelf with shoes in her size. She took a pair that she liked. She examined the shoes all around, sat down and tried a shoe on. It fitted like a glove. The other one fitted as well. Yes, these ones are good, she thought happily. And how much are they? That was the next thought. But the price was nowhere to be seen. Annika got frightened. There was no sales personnel inside. She saw other customers with a child next to the slippers aisle. Then she finally spotted a shop assistant at the till. She seemed loud and wore a dark blue dress with flashy silver clasps. There was something terrifying about her. Everything in Annika instinctively refused to come into contact with this woman. Yet Annika noticed even more that stopped her from doing so. There were several customers queuing, and someone was paying for a pair of black boots. She could not just go and ask what the shoes cost, because no one must hear. She desperately searched the shelf, looked at the shoes and the box several times, and there was simply no price there. Annika panicked. She also did not know whether she had enough money with her. What if not? Perhaps she could get help from Magna. Lost in thought, the shoes in her hands, Annika walked in the direction of the exit. Suddenly she heard a sharp voice shouting from behind her. "Hey, young lady, where are you going with these? Do you think these shoes don't cost anything?" Frightened, Annika stared at the shop assistant. She froze. Was she a thief now? She felt hot and dizzy. It was as if her heart was about to burst. She wanted to defend herself, but she could not say anything. No one must hear. "Cat's got your tongue?" the shop assistant nagged on. The shop assistant and the other customers stared at Annika in amazement. It must have been seconds. Endless silence. The lump in her throat made her feel helpless. She wanted to sink into the ground. Drop dead. Anything was better than this infinite chain. She suddenly pictured herself in a striped suit behind bars, trapped forever, just because she could not talk, laughed at and tortured, dead. But her heart kept on beating. Suddenly, she had a saving idea. She pointed with her finger at the mirror that stood by the exit. The shop assistant understood. "Oh, sure, feel free to look at yourself. These shoes are sure to look good on you. And they are on offer today only, as it says on the sign there." The shop assistant turned back to the other customers. How could I overlook this? Annika thought for a short while. Annika went to the mirror as if in trance and put on her shoes. She looked great. Then she read the big sign, twice, to be on the safe side. It said in red letters, "Special offer today only, ladies' shoes, 4,000 Icelandic crowns." It took a load off her mind, and the healthy color slowly returned back to her face. She now knew the price, and that she had enough money. "Thank you, you wicked witch," she thought. She was confused but relieved. Now she could go and pay without needing to say anything. She just had to wait for a moment until all the other customers had left. It was safer this way. She had just made a huge fool of herself and wanted to avoid any even more unpleasant comments. Then she went to the till and put the shoes on the table. "So, will you take these?" She nodded. Shortly after, Annika was back in the street with her new shoes. Now they were officially bought and duly paid for. She had done it without Ragna's help. Tears welled up in her eyes. Perhaps in the future I should somehow tell people what the problem is, Annika pondered. That would protect her from any inconveniences and misunderstandings. Annika was now completely lost in thought. She was lucky things had not turned out worse, but now something became clear to her. Perhaps I might need something to show, she thought. A card that explains selective mutism with a short and simple text would be nice. And if I had to deal with certain people for longer, I should consider making it known beforehand. Surely other people would be much nicer to me then. Annika liked her helpful ideas. The world was not prepared for someone who got speechless sometimes, but she could not help it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this short extract, and you can read more when you get the book. It is available on Amazon, both in paperback and as ebook for Kindle, and also free for Kindle Unlimited subscribers. See you!